How's it going, all my solo riders out there? Today we're going to take a look at the Hitch Rack's CrossTrack single bike carrier for your 2-inch receiver. Now this guy is a wheel-mounted bike carrier that's going to allow you to transport your bike without making any frame contact. So for people with unconventional frames, as well as people that have carbon fiber that wouldn't necessarily want that downward force, this is going to be a great option for you. So let's take a closer look at the bike carrier and see what it does for us. Now, the one thing that stands out is going to be the flexibility of your setup. Your arms are going to give you pressure down on your wheel to keep everything nice and sturdy. As far as your adjustability, you can go between 20 and 29 inches. You have an included bolt, but you can switch it out to the quick change spindles to make it easier for adjustment, or you can go for additional security and add out the locks. Our cradle is going to support your tires up to 4 inches wide, and you can see it's graduated, so if you have your road bikes in there with those more narrow tires, it's going to work for that as well. Your wheelbase goes up to 52 inches, and you also have the included wheel stop at the front. That's going to give you additional stability as you go down the road. For security, you're going to have an 8-foot braided steel cable line that has a PVC coating on it to help hold up against corrosion. And it's also key to like where you're going to get 2 sets of keys. And that's going to keep everything nice and secure when you're out on the road. You can route that straight through your frame, and then that way you don't have to worry about your bike when you run inside the coffee shop real quick to get that caffeine boost before you hit the trail. Another thing that's really cool about this is the fact that you have a real easy, accessible handle that allows you to tilt. In most cases, you're going to be able to access a cargo area or a tailgate. Like right here on the Maverick, you can get in here, but you can see that it's going to rest on the back of your carrier. So if you're okay with that contact, is good, but it'll allow you to access things like your optional ramp. And this is a great idea, especially if you're getting closer to that 66 pound and you're on a pickup like this where you're getting up a little bit higher, makes it a little bit easier to load. And we'll take a little bit of a further look at the ramp, but first, let's get out on the road and see how well this guy holds up. All right, now taking a look at our rear view mirror, you can see that it will block out most things, but you have a pretty wide open space between the frame. So just keep that in mind, now that you have something on the back of your vehicle, and just, look over your shoulder. So taking a look at how it looks just from the rear view, it looks like it's pretty sturdy. I would be okay going down the road. This is our bump course, and it's going to be way more aggressive than most roads that you're going to find. Now out the box, they give you a good handful of reflectors like the one right here, and you have another one for when you're in the upright position to put it on the bottom of your cradles. You can add a Hitch Rack's LED light bar, and that's going to give you even more visibility when you're out on the road. So right now, we're just going to actually unload our bike using the ramp and take a closer look at the carrier itself. Now your optional ramp, this guy can extend up to 54 inches, just has a knob on the back to secure it in place so you can extend it. I'm gonna set it right here on top of our tonneau cover. To release, you're just gonna press the red button and let it slide down. On the end of our carrier, you can see there's a bracket where your ramp just fits right in. This guy's designed to slide right on, and it can go on either side. So if you find yourself parked in a weird space where you can't necessarily get around something on the other side, don't worry, you're already set. And you can just guide this guy down. And again, if you're having one of those nice lightweight road bikes, you may not necessarily need a ramp, but if you do have a heavier bike or an e-bike, you might definitely want to add this on just for that additional convenience. So now we're going to put this guy in the stowaway mode, and you can see that this has a knob on the rear. This has a tool-free anti-rattle. So I'm going to show you right here on the shank. You see, I'm basically moving the entire truck. When I loosen this guy up, it gives all kinds of slop in the receiver. So that causes for more wear on the carrier and more wear on your bike. So this is going to help your gear hold up a lot longer. Now the shank itself is steel. It's a 2-inch tube, and it actually has a welded alignment plate. So that makes it super easy just to get it in and go. And the key is also key to like on the pin and lock. So this is gonna make sure that you don't have to have a whole bunch of extra keys, especially if you're traveling light when you're about to hit the trail. Hollywood Racks is one of my favorite bike carriers. They're easy to use. After the assembly, they're pretty easy to go. Now, as far as the assembly, you're gonna have included tools to assemble, but if you already have a wrench set or a socket set, it's gonna make it go by a little bit easier. I assembled this one and the 2-bike, and I thought that it went together pretty easy. Now, one thing that I think is cool is the fact that they are Hollywood, so it makes me think of Los Angeles. If you know what the Hollywood sign originally said, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And I just to see if you guys are watching to this point. So again, this is Ed with etrailer.com, and this has been a quick look at the Hollywood Racks CrossTrack single bike carrier for your 2-inch receiver. Have a great day.